Boycott.
Welcome back, guys. We do have a very sketchy story today, so let's get right into it. We need to ask a very serious question. Is there a real, viable future for gamers, both viewers and content creators, here on YouTube, on this very platform? This is a question we have to ask. Let's face it, there are some real problems that need to be addressed. So let's begin with, YouTube has been in a downward slump for quite a while. Talking about ad revenue, views, overall clicks. It's just not looking too great for the #2 website. The Adpocalypse has sent huge gamers on the platform heading for the hills. Even the largest YouTubers have started streaming elsewhere as a backup if YouTube doesn't pan out. YouTube is now more conservative than Duck Dynasty. It's gotten a little better now, but simply reporting news about death and so on will get you blacklisted without revenue, which has caused so many people to crowdsource and fund their own work through Patreon, and they're doing well. They're quickly realizing that they don't need YouTube ad revenue, and that isn't good for YouTube, because if creators don't need the revenue from YouTube, well then YouTube's not really a priority. They can start setting up platforms elsewhere, start getting other income sources. YouTube will eventually just fade off into the background. Wrestling YouTubers, Call of Duty YouTubers, just general news, they're in the tank. Which brings me to my next point. These rules naturally extend to us gamers. People's ad revenue has already begun to drop significantly, and there's no signs of a going back. People like Scarce just hasn't come back to YouTube in a while. You know, and that's just general news. And honestly, it's not even like real news, like David Pakman does. It's this whole thing is getting out of hand. These less favorable content creators won't go away because their fan bases will pick up the tab. It's just a fact. You know, they might not be here on YouTube, or they might stay on YouTube, and their content will still be made. It just might not be shown on YouTube. Furthermore, why would Coke and other adverts not want to advertise on edgy or content showing or reporting news that has death in it, specifically on YouTube? Because they have no problem advertising on CNN right after they show radical Islamists, sticking heads on pikes, or a military bombing an entire town. But not independent creators. No, we can't have any sort of anything that we don't want our product to be shown on that might be taken out of context. Even though this started with just a handful of really crappy videos where advertising happened to fall through the cracks on some really bad videos. It was less than 1% of total videos on YouTube. Less than 1%. That's not a systemic problem. What I'm saying is, it's only a matter of time before they come for us. The numbers speak for themselves. The immediate future of gaming on YouTube isn't bright. Now, I'm not saying that gaming as a whole is gone, but YouTubers' motivation is waning. Live streamers have left, and specific content creators are making significantly less money. Soon we will be left with creators who are self-funded or make videos in their free time because they now have picked up a full-time job. And then we have general news for gaming, and that can only last so long. Viewers have less content, there's less frequent content. Huge YouTubers don't make the same money they used to, which means they don't want to put in the same time and effort on their videos that they used to, which means we won't be able to come home from work, open up YouTube, ignore mainstream media, find awesome content, and watch it on a regular basis like we used to. Things need to change because this whole situation is sketchy. So, that's been the show today, guys. Thanks for watching. Check out our Patreon. Hop on our Discord. We've got interviews with big YouTubers coming up. A lot of us are in different time zones and stuff like that. We'll get it sorted out. There's been some technical difficulties on our part. But we're going to get our button gear, and we're going to start making some content for
See
you
you
on the next show.
Ad Boycott.